Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, April 19, 2022. Today's Mercury-Saturn minor challenge suggests that it's probably better to focus on editing and fixing problems than pushing the envelope. For best results, you should probably double-check your communications. Fears or insecurities can skew conversations to complaints and thoughts to negative places. Once managed, you're in great shape to find the perfect project or pursuit. A personal interest can rise to a new level, or it's more pleasurable, bringing your desire to do your best. Creative writing or expression can be rewarding. And, with the moon in your creative and romantic sector with Neptune, you need to allow yourself to dream, create, fantasize, and imagine. You have Aries in the house of love. You have the sun in Aries, which gives you all the love energy in the house of love, romance, and dating. Love relationships are very strong, and for the same reason, it is very difficult to end them. Today you will spend time with different couples in your life. You and your partner are going out on a double date with another couple. Or you will spend your time with your extended family, observing how your relatives get along in their marriages. You will think about what it takes to create a successful romantic relationship. You'll want to take notes in case you get any hunches. The efforts you make daily to ensure that everything goes as well as possible in your relationship are paying off. The astral atmosphere, especially the presence of the moon in your sky, allows you to take the necessary initiatives so that your love life is healthy and peaceful. If you're single, you're loving your solitude right now. You have found your rhythm and do not want to invest 100% in a relationship that will not take you very far. Knowing how to wait, there is everything to gain. Big decisions require you to have to justify yourself and explain what you plan to do. You are slightly irritated and reluctant to make the necessary efforts. As a couple, a conflict that dates back several days could get louder today. Escape the noise and find the way to serenity. Try to understand each other and you will continue together, for better and for worse. Indulge in your guilty pleasures and erotic fantasies all you want, but don't keep those rose-colored glasses on for too long. In the meantime, you can definitely harness the dynamic pull of Mercury in Aries as it continues to sizzle through your sixth house of details, daily rituals, and acts of service, but that's only those of you who need to get down to business. On another note, the moon will be joining forces with Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces via your fifth house of love, passion, and pleasure, adding a shimmery and enticing layer to your love life. But not all that glitters is gold. Finding the balance between your professional and private obligations could be challenging. As Venus in Pisces squares the North Node in Scorpio, you may find that you ought to make some allowances to meet your obligations at home and work. Since Venus is sweetening your private life, you may find that it could be easier to cut back on certain commitments at home. Talking to the people you live with or seeking support from your loved ones could be just what you need to alleviate domestic stress while focusing on professional success. Thanks to the moon's recent visit to your income sector, you have a better sense of where the money is, and some of your old fighting spirit has returned as the moon returns to kick off a new moon on the job front. Today might be more about work and job matters, and that will continue to be the case. This is what untapped income potential has been waiting for. Personal relationships don't always run according to plan. Turbulent situations crop up again and again, requiring all your energy. Smaller arguments and conflicts seem to be pre-programmed. Keep calm and deal with this turmoil in a relaxed fashion. Don't be shy about asking for what you want. How will you know who know what you have in mind until you say it? Maybe you should go to a cafe and talk about it there. If you feel your romantic life needs reevaluating, make an assessment of your personal life and understand what is positive, unique, and desirable about you. Also what you want and why from a relationship. In this way you can create a sure and positive impression when you first meet others that they can respect. The planetary energy gives your powers of observation a boost, while allowing you to notice with compassion what needs help. Have you been neglecting your exercise routine or diet lately? Has your self-image suffered from lack of self-care? You will notice things about yourself today, but the most important thing you can do is take action. There may be something symbolic you can do, such as buying a yoga mat or scheduling a massage, if possible, to commit to giving yourself greater care. Talk to others as much as possible on this day. There is infinite possibility and knowledge in others. Ask for opinions, seek criticism, and learn from others' experiences. All of these things and more will see you progress in whatever you are doing. Never dismiss this valuable resource. You can find the answers often by seeking out another's guidance. And it can be from the least likely source, too. Even a child can say something that triggers a solution. Our eyes in the sky. Mercury in Taurus and the Scorpio moon lend positive and airy vibes to the day, allowing us to chat and analyze our emotions. The moon is in the via combusta degrees of Scorpio, so we could get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Try not to let your ego get the better of your emotions, and have patience with both yourself and those around you. While we're cosmically set to get an emotional reprieve later in the morning, today might not be an easy day. As the afternoon progresses, the moon begins to form harsh aspects with Venus and Mars. Emotions that we've repressed might begin to affect us, though we won't necessarily have the tools to release them just yet. A cerebral energy could put us in an obsessive headspace, so try not to fall down any social media rabbit holes or stalk your ex online. Thus, energy also gives us the motivation to make money and build security. Unfortunately, the planet of action could meet with some resistance from Saturn. Try not to make any spontaneous or premature financial moves. Take stock of your finances in the coming days and form a plan to resolve any lingering debt you may have. In the early morning, the Scorpio moon trines Mercury in Taurus, supporting sound judgment. Although it is typically difficult to make decisions during the Scorpio moon, justice, liberation, and truth act as conceptual guides. Gray areas take on clear definition. There is an obvious choice if we want to stay in line with our ethics and end up on the right side of history. Although we can make important elections now, this is also a great influence for handling less serious business. Getting together with friends, working on group projects, or doing volunteer work within our communities are all favored. Our perspective can be communicated without ruffling feathers or alienating those who we need to have on our side. Sharing opinions openly and authentically breeds trust and diffuses enmity. Mid-afternoon, the moon opposes Chiron in Aries, triggering events that cause us to feel insecure. We may still be able to communicate our ideas effectively, however, underneath a facade of objectivity, our behavior is being governed by painful recollections of our past. Certain interactions remind us that life isn't always fair. Perhaps we have been slighted in a way that feels unjust. Feeling unworthy or incapable can find us seeking out support, placing pressure on friends or partners to uplift us. In this way, we risk turning our back on own desires to align with others' interests, conceivably to escape persecution. Hiding from our uniqueness only serves to distance ourselves from our intuition. Be mindful that others like us for who we are, not how well we can chameleon ourselves to their agendas.